Hey guys, welcome back to the Montreal Expos franchise, and we're back with some Expos playoff baseball. Having the best record in the American League rewarded us with the New York Yankees in the ALDS, probably the best team on paper. So you get the first seed and you get no luck. But whatever, we're going to have to beat them eventually if we want to win the World Series. A's versus the White Sox are on the other side of the bracket, and in the National League, as you saw there, Dodgers and Nationals, and then the Reds versus the Cubs. Both of those series tied at 1. So, the Reds versus the Brewers, both those series tied at 1. We switched the lineup up just a little bit for the postseason. Nothing too crazy. Wander Franco's still leading off. Austin Meadows and Ian Happ move up to 2 and 3. We drop Brandon Lowe down a little bit to the 4 hole because he's not as good as Meadows and Happ. And having them hit back-to-back at the top of the order is just deadly. Adames, Renfroe, and then Chris Davis is going to be the starter in DH for us. He deserved it. You know, he signed a 1-year deal and he hit 30 bombs for us, mostly playing against lefty. He started most of the season, then Greg Jones came up, and Greg Jones did very well, but he is a rookie, so Chris Davis, more experienced veteran, hit 30 home runs. We're going to put him in the lineup for this ALDS. Nate Lowe, World Series MVP, struggled this season, but he's going to start at first. And then James McCann rounds out the order, batting 9th. Same guys on the bench. We did go Snell, Trinos, Woodruff as our first 3. And the 4th starter, I just gave it to the guy who was a little bit more consistent this season. It was Jordan Balazovic over Brandon McKay. Brandon McKay dropped a little bit in overall as well, so he just didn't have as clean of a season as Balazovic did. Balazovic was always in the mid-4s, whereas McKay, he would go from 4 to 5, and then he would just jump all over the place. So we gave it to Balazovic. And then here's the bullpen. Same as always, Glass now. We talked about it last episode. 53 saves, only 2 blown saves. What a season. Let's take a look at the Yankee roster. Nothing really too crazy out of the ordinary. They got Judge, Glaber, Cole. Just their guys have gotten even better. Like Judge's up to a 97, Glaber 96. LeMahieu just is a beast. This whole team is just stacked. Gary Sanchez. They're losing a lot of guys in free agency, though. I checked. I'll probably sign some of them back, but look at Dominguez, 84. We'll see him a lot this series. Steven Matz, really the only guy they got that isn't on the team in real life. That's on the MLB team. They also got Daniel Norris. I don't think he starts in this series, but I forget. We'll find out. Anyway, game 1 at home. We got home field advantage. That's always good. Getting ready for the postseason. The crowd's hyped. We're hyped. Let's get this started. Blake Snell, our ace, on the mound this game to try to quiet those big New York Yankee bats. 16-5 with a 2.39 ERA. And he did end up making 31 starts. Even though he's hurt in the beginning of the year, he still made 31 starts. So a very, very good year from Blake Snell. His contract's going to run out at the end of next year. So, a lot of contracts are going to run out at the end of next year. So, this playoff run is very important. I think this year and next year is really the only legitimate shot we have at winning another title. Snell gets out of trouble in the first, strikes out Stanton. Luis Severino on the mound for them. Didn't have as good of a year, 4.74, but we know what he's capable of when you actually verse him in game with that high 80s rating. In the 4th, we're jumping ahead to the 4th, we'll finally get to him. Who else but Austin Meadows goes deep into center field. That's a home run, a 2-run shot. First runs of the series is from an Austin Meadows home run. Moonshot at that. We're jumping ahead. It's still 0. Still 2-0, excuse me. As you can see, Brandon McKay's, and that's because Blake Snell actually got hurt. I forgot to show that. But if you paid attention on the bottom right where it showed the pitch count, McKay had quite a few pitches. That's because Snell got hurt in the 2nd inning. It wouldn't be serious, though, but we'll find out at the end of this game. But he did get hurt. Alex Claudio is running into some trouble in the 9th. It's tied at 2 at this point. Bases loaded, 1 out, and he gets DJ LeMahieu to line in the right field, right at Austin Meadows in shallow right, so the run is not going to even try and tag up there. And then Jason Dominguez rips a base hit up the middle in the gap in the 9th. Alex Claudio was 1 out away from getting out of a mess there. And the youngster for the New York Yankees comes through. The 19-year-old at this point comes through. In the 9th, we're down by 2. It's Austin Meadows. He's our whole offense this game. Went deep to right center. Now he goes deep to the left part of dead center. Still considered dead center, I guess. 436, second of the series, second of the game. 4-3, only down by 1, 2 outs though. Chad Green hangs a slider. That's Willie Adames, rips one down the left field line. We got something brewing here with down to our last out and down by one. We got the winning run at the plate, tying run at second. It's Hunter Renfroe with a lot of pop, and Hunter Renfroe is going to sneak one up the middle. No, it's Nick Ahmed snatching that off the ground and throwing over to Luke Voigt at first, and the Yankees take game one in a 4-3 classic right there. It was a shame Blake Snell got hurt. I think if he would have stayed in, he could have gone even a little longer than Brandon McKay. Probably wouldn't have gave up that lead. Anyway, Yanni Chirinos been probably our most consistent pitcher throughout this whole series. I mean, just unreal all 3 seasons. This year was his worst, but still wasn't too bad. 2 on, 1 out. Aaron Judge gets a fastball right down the middle. That ball is smoked. It just misses the foul pole. Next pitch comes right back at him, and this one's going to go down the line, but not as deep. It's going to be a sac fly and an RBI, and the Yankees are going to get on the board first. It's 1-0 New York in the first inning. Renfroe's throw way offline. We're going up against Jordan Montgomery, and if anyone who plays franchise mode in this game, if you pay attention to Jordan Montgomery's stats, maybe it's just me, he always has a low ERA. I mean, if this guy has an ERA above 4, I haven't seen it. I've never seen that happen. I don't know what it is about him, but even in MLB The Show 19, Jordan Montgomery always had a low ERA. But we're getting to him a little bit in the first. It's Chris Davis. Hits one deep to the warning track, but that's going to be caught out there by Dominguez. Jump ahead to the second, still 1-0. Gary Sanchez absolutely ropes this ball way out of here. That hanger was banged, and Gary Sanchez did not miss it. Gary Sanchez misses a lot of pitches, but when he doesn't miss them, they go far, far away. This is Miguel Andujar with a base hit up the middle. That's going to split the outfield and go into the gap. Ian Happ cuts it off, but it's going to be nobody out. It's going to be a double for Miguel Andujar. Here's Stanton. This game's really realistic. Stanton in the playoffs, hitting one down the right field line for a base hit. That's not going to happen ever in real life, not as long as he's in the playoffs. But anyway, DJ LeMahieu, a couple batters later, 2 outs now. LeMahieu ropes one over Brandon Lowe's outstretched glove. A run's going to score. Meadows didn't play well in right. Happens to Meadows a lot. He's pretty trash in the field, but he more than makes up for it at the plate. Hunter Renfroe rips one down the left field line. That's going to one-hop off the wall. Get a little something cooking in the fourth. It's only going to be a single because Renfroe is slow as hell. But what did you really expect? Later on in the inning is 2 outs. Brandon Lowe's going to fly out to center. And that's going to end the threat in the fourth. Nothing really going on here. This game doesn't get any better for us. Gio Urshela, he goes deep. He's a happy fella into left. No, I did not make that up. I stole that from John Sterling's home run call, if you didn't know. Gio Urshela goes deep. Let's just jump ahead. It's 12-0. It did not get better. This video could be 20 minutes long showing Yankee highlights if I showed all of it. So let's just skip ahead. It's 12-1 because of that. And then Brandon Lowe's going to ground out to first to end the 8th. And then we're just going to jump ahead to the 9th and show the final outs here. Wander Franco hits one hard to second, but beautiful jump throw from LeMahieu. Starts a 4-6-3 double play. We are down 2-0 heading to New York. We lost both games at home. This is not good. We are 1 game away from being eliminated. So we got 3 must-win games coming up. Obviously, if we have to win them for the 4th and 5th game to be must-win. But we have 3 must-win games coming up. Here's Brandon Woodruff on the mound. Need him to calm things down, and he would do just that. He pitched great this game. DJ LeMahieu striking out, swinging in the first, starting to tone off early. This is Jason Dominguez striking out. Look at those dots on the corner of the zone with that changeup. Gleyber Torres, good night, strikes out the side in order to set the tone in the bottom of the first. Brandon Woodruff. We get a little more realistic here. Giancarlo Stanton swinging and missing on an outside slider. That's more realistic. We jumped ahead all the way to the 7th. It was a 1-0 deficit. Woodruff pitched great all game, but we jump ahead to the 7th, down 1, and we got a 2-out rally going. Garrett Cole shut us down as well. It was a great pitcher's duel. Ian Happ, though, breaks that up here. A nice double in the gap. Brandon Lowe's the next batter, and he is going to fly one shallowly into left. Stanton's going to make the play. Threat averted. That was really our only chance we had all game going into the 7th. Bottom of the 7th, we still got Woodruff on the hill. He's still pitching great. Gleyber Torres, though, goes opposite field. It's going to one-hop off the wall. Beats the shift that we had on him. It's a leadoff double for him. Woodruff would stay in this game. It's Miguel Andujar flying out to deep center field. That's going to be deep enough to bring in a run. And it's going to be 2-0 Yanks. And we only have 6 outs to go, and we're down 2 runs. This is not good. In the 8th, 5 outs to go at this point. Hunter Renfroe finally going to get us on the board. Takes his high fastball and pulls it over the left field wall, over the outreach glove of Stanton. I honestly thought he was going to come down with that at first. I was a little nervous. But a good home run for Hunter Renfroe. His first of the series. Goes deep. I think it's a 2-1 game. Chris Davis next up. That ball is blasted, and that ball's gone. Nice back-to-back action from Renfroe and Chris Davis. So a good move deciding to start Chris Davis this series as he comes through with that big game-tying home run in the 8th. We finally got to the Yankees pitching staff in the 8th inning there. At the bottom of the 9th, they were one big swing away from sending us packing and sending us golfing for this offseason. But Gleyber Torres, a guy who hit 50-plus home runs this year, strikes out swinging. Here's Nate Lowe. Been kind of quiet this season. Hasn't been doing much, but it's playoff time. That means Nate Lowe's bat wakes up a little bit. That's a big double. No outs to start the 11th. Need to get this run home. He's still stuck there with 2 outs. Austin Meadows trying to get him home. That one's deep in our center field. Way back is Dominguez. He leaps. It's gone. Another home run for Austin Meadows in this series. He's been our entire offense pretty much. That one was hit off Jonathan Holder. Glass now in for the save. This is Gio Urshela again. Rips another home run. Good thing that was a 2-run shot by Austin Meadows. So Glass now gives up a home run to Urshela. Yankees only down 1. 1 out to go, though. This is DJ LeMahieu, base hit in the left. Nothing could be easy for us. Now they got the winning run at the plate. You know anyone on this Yankee team is capable of hitting a home run. It's the youngster again. He strikes out, though. A little too young, not enough experience in these moments. Couldn't bear down. Glass now gets him swinging. We're right back in this series. All we need to do is win Game 4 and force a decisive Game 5 back at home. I feel a little bit better. We're going up against Steven Matz. He actually had a pretty good year. 3.04 ERA. I mean, really good year. This is Ian Happ, though. Rips one deep in the left center field with 1 out. That one's way back, and that one is gone. A first inning 2-run shot for Ian Happ to kind of set the tone in this one. Beautiful way to start off Game 4, must win. Balazovic on the mound, though, not going to lie, I was a little bit worried about Balazovic on the mound. I would have put, here's a full disclaimer, I would have put Blake Snell in if he was ready. He still had the bandage logo on there, so we could not put him in. Anyway, home run from Torres ties this game, and then Stanton goes deep to lead off the second. Just like that, we don't have the lead anymore. It's 3-2 Yanks. Stanton killing us this series, man. Dominguez, too. He's been killing us, too. That's a base hit up the middle. Another RBI. It's 4-2 Yankees in the 4th. That was with 2 outs, too. Balazovic had 93 pitches through 4 at that point. We had to pull him. In the 5th, we brought Castillo on. Sanchez lines one to left. They try to run on Hunter Renfroe, and he just makes it in Miguel Andujar. That wasn't even that deep. Hunter Renfroe should have been able to throw him out. But let's jump ahead to the 6th. We got to tie this game up. We're down by 3. Base hit from Chris Davis, another one. He's having a good series. They brought in Luis Cessa, the Yanks. I'm not sure why on earth they would have done that, but Brandon Lowe rips this slider, caught way too much of the plate. That's a no-doubter. That's a tie game at 5, just like that. A huge home run with 2 outs from Brandon Lowe. He didn't do much this whole second half of the season. He was kind of quiet this season, but he comes up with the humongous shot right there. Again, why in the world did they bring in Luis Cessa? If that would have happened in real life, Yankee fans would be going nuts right now. Austin Meadows, he's going to get in on the action. This is Tanaka they brought in. That one's ripped down the right field line and fared into the short porch, 340 feet. Home run for Meadows, gives us the lead. Andrew Miller in now. He's been pitching good this season. Beautiful double play to get out of this jam. We're 3 outs away from forcing a Game 5, and we have our boy Tyler Glass now on the mound. A strikeout right away from Gleyber. He's looking good. Judge is up next, and that ball is crushed into oblivion. Hunter Renfroe just stopped and stared at it. That went way up the bleachers in left field. 460. He pulled that ball 460 feet. Unreal. So we were 2 outs away from getting out of this and forcing a Game 5, but But no, we're going to have to jump ahead into extras. Stanton striking out a couple times. It's just good to see that. Gary Sanchez, this was a mistake pitch. Fastball right there from Colin Poche, but Sanchez just misses it. Much like you'd see in real life as well. I know I'm shitting on a lot of the Yankee guys here. It's because I watched a lot of Yankee games. Frustrates me. Anyway, double play. Froze first and third, nobody out. Big double play. Runner on third, 2 outs. Jason Dominguez is going to hit a routine fly ball in the center. But look at Ian Happ. Lets it bounce in front of him. I know that wasn't technically Ian Happ's fault. It's not even my fault. There was nothing I can do. If you play this game, you know that's just one of those stupid fucking animations in this game. Ian, a routine fly ball, and instead of just catching the ball, for some reason, it automatically animated and made him go around it and just pick it off the ground. Anyway, we're out. The Yankees ended up winning the World Series. They beat the Brewers in the 2022 World Series. So we get eliminated by the Yankees. They end up going the whole way and winning the World Series. Hope you guys enjoyed. We finished this season off not the way we'd hoped, but we'll be back next season. Next episode, we'll have the off season. We'll try and maybe sign a couple big name, maybe a big name or two. There's not really anything we need. We still have a lot of guys under contract. We're probably going to have to make a trade because we have a lot of contracts expiring soon. So we're going to have to make a big trade. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll be back soon.